Thank you for coming back and visiting us.
Thanks for having me.
Come on, pal.
I just ran downstairs. We're in rehearsals. Have you ever heard of SNL?
No, I've never heard of Saturday Night Live. Wow.
Interesting.
What's it
Jimmy,
like? This is your fourth time hosting.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
It's nuts. No, I'm not nervous. It honestly is my favorite thing in the entire world. Like the first time I hosted, I was 21, which is really crazy to think about now. But when they told me, because now I'm 23
yeah.
and a half, but I remember when they called me to say that I was getting to host, I had like a complete meltdown, crying on the floor, and people thought that something had gone horribly wrong, and I was like, this is the biggest dream of my life.
Yeah.
And then
it was though. Didn't you do like a whole PowerPoint presentation of why you should?
Yeah, but it wasn't about SNL.
I know, that was about what was it for?
When I moved to be an actor.
Yes, I love that story. I know you're probably so tired of telling me, but I love it.
Jimmy,
I just love you.
Stop asking about it. The PowerPoint.
Stop asking about me and talking.
Jimmy, don't have me on your show and ask me questions.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that, Jimmy?
But how's read-throughs? Everything's good?
So fun. It's
good?
so great. It truly is just like, for some reason, it's like the only place I don't get nervous because I'm like, anything could happen. I could throw up or I could pass out or whatever, and I would still be like, it's SNL. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I love it.
And
it's
BTS.
I know.
Do you have any idea? I mean,
BT Dubs.
Yeah,
BTS is
BT
there.
Dubs, yeah. Dude, people have been camping out for your show for the whole week. There are people on the sidewalks.
I know.
It's a hot show, man.
There are people sleeping out there, and I was like, you guys, that's so sweet. Like, you can just come see the show. And they're like, it's for BTS.
No,
truly, it is. They just did. I just saw their sound check today, and I involuntarily screamed.
Right? No, they're the greatest.
I'm actually not kidding. It came out of my body. I was like, there's like a chemical reaction that happens. They're incredible.
Right, yeah, they're giant.
Very cool.
When you, since you were last here, you got nominated for another Academy Award. Congratulations on that. For the favorite. That's a big deal. I mean, I know everyone said like, oh, awards don't mean anything, but it's pretty exciting. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah. And Olivia Colman, who played the Queen in The Favorite, won, and it was such an unbelievable moment. And Yorgos, the director, who's like very stoic and calm, was crying, and we all were just losing our minds. She's the greatest.
She's fun?
She's so fun. Has she never been on this show?
No.
Oh, you got to have her on this show.
Oh, really?
Oh,
She's that fun?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Like how late fun?
Like pretty friggin' late fun. We went out for karaoke that night after the.
Are you a karaoke person?
I didn't used to be a karaoke person. I used to hate karaoke and want nothing to do with it. And now all of a sudden, I've become the person that's suggesting we go to karaoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Things have changed. Things have really changed.
Dude, would you have a go-to song?
I have a song that I'm going to attempt this Saturday night after the after party at an impromptu karaoke party that I would like to throw.
Oh, really?
Yes, as I said, I am now
the queen
planning the karaoke events. I want to sing She's So High by Tal Bachman. Do you remember that song?
Wait, is it She's So High?
Yeah.
Above me.
But even if I were to attempt it right now,
you couldn't do it.
It's like She's So High. Because my voice is my Achilles heel, and on a week like this, it's like completely gone by the end of the week. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try a full belt.
I went one of my first dates with my now wife, but with her brother, and I introduced her brother and his wife. We went to karaoke, and I'll never forget this. We had like a private room, and I was so excited about that. And it's a glass table, and we had beers on there and shot glasses and all that stuff. And I think it was doing Barry Manilow, Weekend in New England. Ooh, is that the one? When will I hold you? When will? And when I did When Will, I stood up to make a big thing.
Oh, no.
Flipped the glass table. Glass everywhere. Shatters, beers, everything. Sake, all over the place.
Oh, God.
And all I heard was my sister-in-law say, "Is anyone bleeding?" And that's not a good sign, but... Is anyone bleeding? Is anyone bleeding? Yeah.
And then she was like, will you marry me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's so lucky, yeah. Do you remember the first time we met? I'm going to say it was almost 10 years ago, pal. You were doing...
Really?
It was for Zombieland.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that wild?
No, they told me backstage that was the first time that I came to
10 years ago, pal.
Wow.
But now you're doing a sequel, right? You just finished?
We just finished a sequel like 2 weeks ago.
How exciting is that? Everyone's on board?
Everyone's on board. Same director, Ruben Fleischer. It was everyone came back.
Was it weird?
And it was it was not weird at all because it was so, I mean, we all have stayed friends this whole time, so it was like we've hung out with each other in the interim, but it was like we were all in Atlanta again, but 10 years older, and you could feel it.
No, but
You kind of could, because when I was there last time I was 20, and it was like you could kind of sneak into places and be like, I'm with the older people, I'm 20, but I'm 21 for all intents and purposes.
yeah, of course, yeah.
At 30, it just doesn't fly the same way. I was like,
yeah.
and I'm going to bed. Good night, you guys. Good night.
But Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson.
Oh, yeah, and
they're just
Abigail
awesome.
Breslin. It was so much fun. We played a lot of games,
Yeah.
a lot of ping pong, a lot of pool, a lot of board games.
Tell me about this. This is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
You're in Paul McCartney's new video, Who Cares?
Yes.
Which I love that song. And how cool is Paul McCartney? Come on, look at this.
A very special.
How did you end up doing this?
Well, my friend Brantley is a director, and he had an idea for this video, and he's also a rock photographer, and he had like been on tour with Paul before, and so he said, "Hey, Paul, do you think that Em and I and Ryan Heffington, who's an amazing choreographer, could do this video with you?" And he was like, "Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I got 2 days free. Sure. Yeah.
Wow,
Great.
That's a great impression of
Thank
Paul
you.
McCartney.
I know. I've been
If I close my eyes, it was like he's sitting right
here. Is that a Beatle?
It's
here?
kind of doing a Beatle.
Yeah.
But
But it was really cool, and like it was amazing makeup, and we got to dance together. We got to do a scene together.
It's such a good message to that song.
It was
Who
pretty
Cares?
awesome. Yeah, exactly.
So the
Who cares
anti-bullying.
what-
Yeah.
Who cares what the idiots say? He
Yes,
says.
that's what he said.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great song. It's
Yeah.
a great video.
It's
Are you friends now with Paul McCartney?
We're best friends.
Wow.
Just in the sense that,
Can you
like,
tell him I'm
we're
a
each
fan?
other's everything. But other than that, like, no,
We're
we
each
talk every
other's
once in a
everything.
while. We're each other's everything. We complete each other's sandwiches. But
Oh, I love that.
I'm really glad you guys laughed at that, like, full.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, you did it. They got it, and you did it.
On and on and on. Said, and it's on and on and on.